good evening, and welcome to We All Gon' Die Wednesday. Livingston man, do the damn thing.
Good evening, and welcome to We All Gon' Die Wednesday. Livingston man, roll that beautiful beam footage.
We all gon' die. We all gon' die. We all gon' die. It's a We All Gon' Die Wednesday.
Boom, just like that. Wait a minute. What?
No way.
Oh. We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Good evening, everybody. Teresa Buchanan, Independent Men United, Dan H., my favorite masshole, CUCV Farmer, Ohio Valley Prepping in the house, Eric M1 RV, Scott Hummer, Live, Laugh, Love, Laugh, Live, Maggie. Sorry, I do that every time. I get my dyslexia triggered when I see Maggie's name. David Baez, good to see you. Sandy M. Yeah, it says, see, even the bell says it. I don't know if you guys can see it. The bell literally says, I can't even right now. And apparently it's living up to its name here.
It really sums it up. Everybody mad that my mic wasn't working is because I hadn't said anything.
TT1, what's good, my brother? Hope all is well. Donald H. Hout in the house. What's up, Canadian? Yeah, if you guys got a line on a new bell or somebody wants to donate a bell to the channel, we are accepting donations of a new bell.
He's pretty rough with it.
Yeah, I mean, I need something that can take a... This is like literally from Dave and Buster's, bro. This is from Dave and Buster's last time I was there. Playing video games with the family. There it is. Rescue, what's good, my brother? Kane Corso, what's up? Rob B, you need a big-ass dinner bell. For real, can we get like a
gong.
like a
Just
triangle?
need a gong and turn around. Bong.
That would be
cool.
That would be
Hell yeah, dude.
like
Take
the
up,
ones that got
most
in
of
the mall. You remember when you used to go to the mall back in the day and they had the big freaking gong in the Asian experience place, right? Yeah, with the big sign on it that says "Do not touch," and it's nothing but fingerprints.
We could probably can find a gong. Like,
Bearded Goon, what's good, my brother? 2 nights in a row. Yeah. The Grit and Grace, thank you. It says, send money for a better bell here. That's my Venmo. Send it. I will buy a new bell with that money. I will do it. Yeah, man. Tucked by V, good to see you.
Gong.
So the topic of discussion tonight is water wars. And some of you may have clicked on the link that I dropped in the chat earlier. And you may be seeing some of what we're talking about tonight. And it's really not looking good, Livingston, man. There's a couple consumers of water on the planet, and there's a new one in town who is consuming vast amounts of water.
And frankly, there is not room in this town for the two of us.
It's true. Somebody's got to go. So the first article I want to read to you guys from tonight is from NPR. I know, NPR. This one is about Washington's hydropower has created a data center boom, and some are concerned
the district
about
or the state.
the state. Okay. The state. So It says the first thing visitors approaching Quincy, Washington see is dry, rolling hills cleaved by the Columbia River. The second, a sign laying claim to the title of the nation's leading potato-producing county. But today, Quincy is known for a more lucrative commodity, vast stretches of data centers powering the modern internet and AI intelligence boom. Data centers make everything from Chat GPT to online medical records possible. The appetite for an ever more internet-connected things and AI applications is leading to a boom in data center building across the country, right? We've seen the massive transformers passing through the Hudson Valley here. Those aren't staying here. Those are going to help power those data centers, regulate all the juice that they're pumping into these things. They consume massive amounts of power, right? They also consume massive amounts of water. I did a little bit of a deep dive into this with the AI, believe it or not, and it kind of told on itself, Livingston, man.
If you can imagine the power that these use, and I'm probably underestimating it really, is like a high-powered gaming PC, or maybe even like a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series
1,000
X.
watts.
1,000 watts.
Yeah.
Call it like a reasonably powered space heater. Okay, now
Yeah.
imagine that this place has thousands of them. It's sucking all that up, and not only that, it needs to keep it cool.
Yeah, that's the problem. They consume massive amounts of water, Livingston, man. I'm going to get into that here in a little bit. It says there is a cost to these data centers. They have significant power and water demands that can stress small towns, and they employ fewer people than the factories of the past. As they race towards a future that's difficult to predict, communities across the country are weighing the cost and benefits of becoming a data center town, which can vary depending upon resources and the character of each place. It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. I got to tell you. I'm going to dive into some of the things that I discussed with the AI, and I asked it some questions. Some were. I just tried to be straightforward with it. Just ask it a basic question. The question was, let's start here, right at the top. There we go. How much water is AI currently using to cool itself? Now, I didn't say globally. I didn't say in the U.S. What I got is the current research reveals about how much water AI and the data centers powering it consume for cooling. Global and aggregate estimates. The IAEA, the Atomic Energy Agency, that projects that AI-related data centers could withdraw between 4.2 and 6.6 billion cubic meters of water annually by 2027. More than Denmark's entire yearly usage. Wikipedia corroborates this estimate, noting the same 4.2 to 6.6 billion cubic meters range for 2027 water withdrawals from the ground. Individual data center usage, right? This is every one of those big, giant, it looks like a factory, right? But all it is a giant data farm. And
They're also probably mining Bitcoin.
so the other thing, they're 100 megawatt data centers, Livingston, man. That's how much electricity that they use. They can consume up to 2 million liters per day.
You said megawatts as in like MW?
Megawatts, no abbreviation.
Gotcha.
Yeah, megawatts. You're talking huge amounts of electricity. Yeah, there you go. Livingston Man is asking, how many megawatts is a nuclear power plant? Between 1,000 and 1,600. So there you go. You could power what?
10.
10 of these things from a nuclear power plant. That's it.
Just them.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Now, Google's hyperscale centers average 550 gallons or 2.1 million liters per day, while smaller facilities average around 18,000 gallons a day. That's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. It says in Phoenix, hypothetical Microsoft data center was projected to use 56 million gallons annually, roughly the consumption of 670 households. Ah, there you go. Hey, it even read through your typos. AI is pretty good.
I trust it. It knows what I mean.
Okay, so here's a great one that Livingston Man just brought up. He asked, how many gallons of water does NYC use in a year? So, New York City uses over 1 billion gallons of water each day, which amounts to 356 billion gallons of water in a year. That's a lot of fucking water.
Now they have the unique advantage of being fed by aqueducts from the Catskill Mountain Reservoir system, as well as gravity fed and every other thing. Potentially, this is a thing that you could use to offset. But again, you're depriving a population of water and now it's not
crazy.
Now it's not to feed people that are in a city, but now it's to just feed machines that are in a desert.
So there's a couple things.
You can't run an aqueduct through like Texas. It's just not going to happen. Like
it's true.
You got to pump it out of the Ogallala Reservoir, that big water patch that's under the Great Plains, which is already depleted because of over farming and overwatering. Industrial farming has already put a hurting on the groundwater levels. This
STP, thank you so much, sister.
At least
we got one out of it.
At least previous water wastage was being used to grow food. This
correct
is not. This is so I can imagine.
How much water can you waste on entertainment?
Yeah, exactly. Can you generate an image of a woman with 3 breasts, 300 gallons of water later?
So I really dug into the AI with this, right? And I asked it a lot of questions. It says direct versus indirect water usage, right, for the power plants. Indirect water required for electricity generation, especially the thermoelectric power plants. This can account for around 60% of the total water used by AI is used in hydroelectric to make it run. Okay. It also says that on a per energy basis, cooling data centers can evaporate 0.26 to 2.4 gallons of water per kilowatt while generating that electricity. It may require 2 gallons per kilowatt for thermoelectric or hydroelectric power. So they're using up water resources just to power these things, and they're using up massive amounts of water resources to cool these things. If you don't think water is a problem for you now, it may be in the future. And I believe it was the Nestle CEO who said that water is not a basic human right. Could you take your little googly guy to that and see who said water isn't a basic human right? Because I want to get that one right. Google claims that a single prompt to Gemini AI uses about 0.26 milliliters of water, roughly 5 drops, right? So when I prompt Chat GPT to discuss this with me, I used 5 drops of water for every prompt. That's what it comes down to.
And we just used 5 gallons of water to ask it this, but indeed, is water a human right? I asked Google, and Google responded. Its AI overview confirms that yes. The United Nations recognizes access to clean, safe, and affordable drinking water and sanitation as a human right, a designation adopted by the UN General Assembly in 2010. This right is considered essential for human life, dignity, and the enjoyment of every other human right, though its practical realization remains a significant challenge. And in the United States, bleeding ass liberal California is the only state to legally recognize this right in its state law.
So, you say that they recognize that access to clean, safe, and affordable drinking water and sanitation as a human right. Okay. So what I did next was I asked this thing, how many people do not have access to clean drinking water in America? Not the world, just here in the good old USSA, right? America. Here's what it says. The key numbers on water access in the U.S. Without running water or basic plumbing, 2.2 million Americans live without running water and basic indoor plumbing in their homes, including lack of sinks, toilets, or showers. 2.2 million people in America. Number 2, with unsafe or contaminated water. How many people you think, Livingston Man?
I'm jump that number up to at least 10 million.
All right. So it says roughly 44 million Americans may have indoor plumbing, but receive water from systems that violate safe drinking water standards.
All right. I was going to say 50 million, and I was hoping that was like way too high. But okay.
Additionally, about 25 million people obtain their drinking water from the quote unquote worst public water systems, those with significant persistent contamination violations. And that's from Consumer Reports. It's nice that it cites where it finds all this information from for me. I think that's kind of cool. In 2018, a study noted that over 21 million people relying on community water systems had experienced health-based drinking water violations. More broadly, 30 million Americans were reported to get water from systems that violated safety regulations, which include various contaminants like lead, arsenic, PFAS, and more.
My favorite. That's what the minerals are. That's what they give us a water flavor. Come on.
3.
Snowflakes need to learn how to drink some fucking pollution, man.
Living in areas with elevated risk. Over 13 million Americans live in counties where more than 1% of the households lack complete plumbing. And over 81 million Americans reside in counties where at least one community water system has a serious violation of safe drinking water standards. So it breaks it all down into graphs. And if you total all them up, that's a whole lot of people, Livingston Man. We got 2.2 million. Get your calculator out. 2.2 million plus 4.44 million plus 25 million plus 21 million plus 13 to 81 million people living in high-risk counties.
You're 1 to sort of 200 million people here.
Yeah, that's a lot of people who don't have access right here in America. It says the bottom line.
1 to 200 million people is you're talking about
That's
1
a
to
big
2,
range.
1 to 2/3 something like of the
Yeah.
U.S. population. Smooth numbers.
So what it says is at least 2.2 million Americans lack basic access to clean water and plumbing. Okay, now most of that is native reservations.
That, and somebody said remove the Amish and fringe communities from that.
Correct. So millions more, it says. It's 20 to 44 million people live with unsafe, contaminated, or unreliable water systems.
So here's the thing:
The
is
high-risk counties thing, I think that's kind of a stretch by this to...
you can feed the robots untreated water. They just need pure water that's somewhat like,
Well, unfortunately, we can't feed them the salt water because it's awful corrosive to the mechanicals.
The future for humans especially has got to, especially if we now have to compete for fresh water with the robots, the clankers, is we need desalination. It is possible, but expensive.
Yeah.
But a keyword possible, especially in the face of all these environmental and not only environmental, but existential threats we're facing, between the ozone layer supposedly burning off, the climate getting hotter, the glaciers melting, and now we're going to suck out all the water that everybody can drink and feed it to robots so that we can do what exactly? Shop more efficiently?
Yeah.
Imagine bitches with 3 tits.
Okay, so... Listen, the problem, Livingston Man, is that the real AI is not controlled by we the people, but by Big Brother himself, who is using it to control the people, to sway your decision making.
This is the second time this has happened. Okay, big oil has already forced America to make a decision. Will you grow enough corn to eat, or will you grow enough corn to make ethanol fuel? They already attempted to sideline us and enslave us to the idea that our vehicles are more important than our stomachs. Now they intend to take the water from us and feed it to the machines. They already took the corn from us to feed to the machines, and now they want to take the water and feed it to the machines. What is going to be left after this to feed to the machines but you and I?
Could be. Chance Paladin says you can desalinate and use the salt for batteries, except they build this shit in the desert. That's another problem with the data centers. They've been trying to hide them, Livingston Man. They've been putting them in places where you wouldn't normally find something like that. Right, off the beaten path, hidden here, and they try to keep quiet about what they're building. They just, get it in.
Circumvent zoning laws, make sweetheart deals with local governments. So, all that cool shit.
So as I was talking with the very machine itself that is consuming all this water, I decided to ask it, who needs water more, the data centers or humans?
All right, I'm interested.
It responded with, that's a deep question, and the answer depends on whether we mean biological necessity or absolute volume consumed. That is interesting. I thought that was a very interesting answer it gave. And then it breaks everything down after it makes a statement like that.
Is there a way that you can ask it the same question, and if it asks, what do you mean an existential? Is it more essentially load the question to ask it who has more right to exist / survive? Or me?
I keep kind of. We're going down the rabbit hole here a little bit tonight. So number one, it says biological necessity. Humans, non-negotiable. We literally die without water in about 3 to 4 days.
We?
Every human. This is what it says.
I thought it used the word we.
It's using humans, okay. Non-negotiable. Every human needs 2.5 to 3.5 liters a day just to survive. Data centers, machines do not need water directly. The water is used to cool servers and generate electricity, but in principle, other cooling methods exist. Air cooling, immersion, and dry cooling. They could operate without water if engineered differently, though less efficient and at higher cost. That's the problem.
Higher cost to
Paul Conroy, I prod it a little bit going on here. So it says humans need water in an absolute biological sense. Data centers only need water as a resource to function efficiently. Absolute volume consumption, human survival, 8 billion people times 3 liters a day equals 24 billion liters a day.
Now, the entire planet
uses 24 billion liters of water a day.
Which is, New York City uses 365 in a year. Mm-hmm. I think that also humans, of course, are the
very
first
wasteful.
Exactly, the first ones guilty of wasting water, not only personally but just as a society. But now this is just this is hubris. This is a perversion of like wastage.
Oh, big time.
Can you make it voice ask? Can I talk to it?
No, I'm not
yes,
gonna. Yes, I can, but I don't want to talk to it. I don't want it. It's not allowed to record audio. This app is not allowed to record audio. I want
to ask it if there was only water for AI or only water for humans. Who deserves it?
Well, I'll type that in when we get to the bottom of this. We'll definitely ask it some more questions, Livingston Man, because I knew that was going to happen today. Because this is deep, and I want to prod this thing and see what
I should point out. This is ironic because just last night on the Horseman, I gave Prepping with Sarge like a little bit of shit for profiting from what he called insider trading, but essentially using the same tips that they were using to do the same thing. And now here we are, pissing and moaning the AI's using a bunch of frick water as we query it over and over again. So it's interesting.
That's true. Moral quandary, eh? Okay, so
you're doing it, not me.
Human survival, 24 billion liters a day, right? Global AI by 2027, 4.2 to 6.6 trillion liters a year. Funny how it changes the math. And it says, at scale, AI data centers are already consuming water volumes at the same order of magnitude as all of humanity's direct drinking needs. It's already there. It's already consuming as much water as we need to consume to survive. And they're building these data centers everywhere. Everywhere. When they build a data center in your town, you risk, I've seen articles of silt in their water to the point where it plugs up all the plumbing and you have to replace your sinks, your showers, your washing machine, your dishwasher, all that stuff gets destroyed.
Bottoming out the aquifers and causing
Correct.
silt. Yep.
Correct. And or running your aquifer completely dry.
Yeah.
Then you have no water. So you either drill significantly deeper and hope that there's enough water in there to sustain yourself and your homestead or your house or your family or whatever it is. But this thing is sucking water like crazy. Crazy. And if you go on the internet, the first thing you're going to get is a loaded first page of articles about the silt in the water. And you got to dig a little bit deeper to find the articles about everybody's wells running dry. Right? I dug for, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so, page after page after page to get to articles where my well is dry and I have a meta data center 1,000 yards through my backyard. Now I have no water. It says perspective. For life, humans are greater than data centers, right? For volume pulled from rivers, lakes, aquifers, data centers can rival or even surpass human drinking needs, especially concentrated in water-stressed regions.
That's a catch-22 because say you build these things in non-water stressed regions, they will become water stressed
regions.
I can't even fucking speak.
Correct. I think this was no, that's not it. Let me see.
We were talking about bingo cards the other night. Who had like AI robots that drink water?
Robots
on their
that
bingo
suck
card.
all the water dry. I am going to attempt to share. Let me see if I should be able to open this.
As one of the original AI robots, I only drink beer, like I was programmed
Livingston
to.
Man, I'm going to send you an article right now.
Care.
And
Go
I would
ahead.
like you to open it and put it up here so we can share it with.
Nice. Somebody
with the
better hit
chat.
that fucking money button, or ain't shit gonna happen. Fuck, I look like
Like you work here, bro.
for free. That's not work, bro. That's slaving.
Well, that.
I'll
that's all
fucking insert an
changing.
ad.
That's
You want
all
to say I got an
changing, son.
article for you? Watch me hit this insert ad button.
Do it. Click it. Go ahead. Everybody ain't gonna
Go
leave.
off, beep, beep.
Well, oh no, it's already there. Scroll up just a little bit. No, it's in your chat that you had open. You just gotta follow my prompts, young man.
How's it further up?
Scroll. Okay, it is the Guardian right there.
These guys
Yep.
are fucking bunch of
Correctamundo.
anti-Trump Look at them.
Yeah, they
Fucking
want you to
paywall.
donate,
Fuck
but
off.
you still get the article.
Democracy dies, suffocates to death behind a paywall is what it does.
True story.
So-
so this, could you pump this into the thing so we can share it with everybody in live on the stream?
Yeah, it's gonna do weird shit. So it's the first article. that
Stick
we
with me. We'll be back momentarily. Nice. You're good at that. Go ahead, stretch it out now.
have. That's the way this works. I always click the wrong thing.
Kablamo.
Okay,
All
you guys
right.
see it?
So, check it, Livingston Man. You can X out the privacy notice. Scroll down. There are some maps on this that I want to share with folks. There you go. They are building data centers left and right in, drought-stricken areas, my friend. Drought-stricken areas.
Yeah, this is because it's the only place they're going to get like zoning. And people are going to be against this. You can't put this in farmland. You can't put this near cities. It's simply too big and too much of a tax on what's already there.
I'm looking at the same article right now, and let's see if I can read this from here. Where did it
Now,
go?
you notice either data's incomplete or like China's basically like not doing this, except for what's red mean? I can't read it.
Those are ones that they're developing. The
Okay.
green ones are all currently active. Everything
like
you see on your screen that is in that brown shaded area.
I think they can't see my pointer, but yeah, the China is like basically not doing this. I find that hard to believe.
So the brown areas are areas of what they would call water scarcity. Israel has a ton of these things online. Greece is developing one. The UAE has a ton online. Kuwait
So
has a
looks
ton
like
online.
France and Spain, Europe's got.
India has one. Taiwan,
can't
Hong
see
Kong, Thailand has 2 in development. China has a shitload of them. And then America.
Australia ain't doing
America is loading up. Nebraska loaded. Wyoming, Arizona. There's one in Texas that is a massive consumer of water. And South America is getting in on the game too, Livingston, man. Everybody wants AI data centers.
So the
SRD, much appreciated, my brother.
the next in the early 20th century, there was what they called the scramble for Africa, where all the continental powers of Europe had to go and make colonies in Africa. The same way they kind of came over to the New World here, and everybody had their own little colonies: Spanish, the Dutch, the English. There was a scramble for Africa because of its resources and its untouched wilderness, its
Rare
untapped
earth
resources.
elements.
The global South, perhaps you've heard this called, below the equator, like North America, Europe.
South America, yeah.
I'm talking South America, Africa, these sort of undeveloped places, the global South. These are going to be the new battlegrounds for this new type of shit. Not only are they undeveloped, but cash strapped and need to make huge, big deals for big money with people. You thought they was cutting down the rainforest? You ain't seen shit. You thought they was destroying the environment? You ain't seen shit. Okay? They seem to be hell-bent on destroying the very ground they walk upon to make money that they cannot eat, drink, or fuck. These are the people we are up against. They will gladly drain themselves. They don't even care. It's not even about you. They'll do it to themselves. We all live
Well, they
here.
don't see that. I think
Do
the
we
problem
not?
is that they don't care that they're doing it to everybody else, and they
Can't
don't
take it with you.
realize that is eventually going to come for them as well.
It'll come
Any order you want, rural too. I
Sure.
see.
And I feel you on that. Is that they're smug and confident in the fact that the Reaper is coming for them last, and that's good enough.
For real. Gnostic Nomad says, but we got to drink out of paper straws. For real.
Never mind the plastic cup, the plastic ice cubes, the plastic lid, the plastic wrapper
Well,
on the paper straw.
we're full of plastic anyway.
Yeah, I
full
already-
of plastics,
Not me. I'm allergic to this shit,
dude.
folks.
AI is kicking it into high gear.
And I hope that you have at least considered, if not realized, the fact that there is literally nothing we can do to halt this march of so-called progress.
No.
All the tech bros came out and warned against it. They said, bro, we ain't ready. We can't just let this thing out the cage just yet. And then, like, the fucking next day, they were like, yo, sign up for that shit.
Everybody's in on it. Everybody's in on it.
To this day, I don't even know if it's true or not. I feel like it was, but I seen this tweet where a dude was like, had a screenshot where they were like, you've been logged out of your toothbrush. Please log back in.
Yeah, you can't use that.
Please log back in to continue your Oral-B experience.
Check this out, Mr. Man. There is a little bit more chart-ish stuff on here that I want to share with you guys. And this is the one right here. Tech giant data centers to expand by a combined 78%. Right? Amazon, 379 total. Microsoft, 120 total. Google, 117 total.
Another moral quandary which we find ourselves in is: do we hate the player or do we hate the game here? Because
Yes
we couldn't.
is the answer.
Yes.
Yes.
Why not
Yes.
both?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
That's it. Yes. Yes is the answer. We hate all of it. Some random dude, some of these places are essentially building their own power grids. I have a feeling that the new nuclear power plant in New York State is for a state-run data center. Personally, I think, and they'll let other people, tap into that. Kane Corso says buffering, hitting a nerve. You'll have that. Oops says AI will unalive itself.
Did you read the expose where YouTube was using AI upscaling on people's videos without telling them they were doing it?
What?
A YouTube user by the name of Rhett Schul. Actually, I know this guy because he plays guitar and he would go around to guitar stores and stuff. He noticed something was weird about his videos, and doing some digging, Google was testing an AI, what Rhett Schul calls upscaling, but not really what it was. But what he noticed was that there was artifacts and that it looked artificially sharpened and essentially like had that AI fake look to it.
Interesting.
And they were
scanning his video and taking the humanness out of it?
Using AI, what they called upscaling. In their defense, they didn't, not actually in their defense, but in their defense, what they said was that, well, we were testing a new feature. We wanted to make sure that even the playing board for people that have great cameras versus people that have like not so great cameras. But it was that they didn't tell anybody that they were doing this, and they were.
What?
In his case, he's a pretty high subscriber guy.
There you go. So let me tell you something. If you're seeing this in low quality, it is being recorded on what a 8K possible camera, a 4K camera.
What, that thing?
Yeah.
We're streaming in 1080p right now. It's
Okay.
internet standard. We should look pretty good on your phone.
For sure.
If we're on your
For sure.
giant television, we're going to look a little artifacted.
So if you were going to build more data centers and you knew that they needed massive amounts of cooling, would you build them in places that had scarce water resources already?
Well, no, it doesn't particularly make sense. But
Livingston, man, let me tell you what.
It
Data
seems to be what
centers
they're doing.
in areas of water scarcity are to increase by a combined 63%.
At this point, it's because I think that that's the only place that sane people will allow them to be built.
Could be.
Well, I don't want that next to my kid's school. I don't want that in my backyard, and I don't want it sucking up the water from my farmland. At least there are sensible people who will say, no, if you need to build that, then go out find government land in Area 51 and build that shit, dude.
So I think the problem with that is the minority
The elite.
gets the minority in that area, right? Because you're going to a place that doesn't have very many people as it is, and it's probably super low income, right?
It's probably an Indian reservation.
So none of them are going to have the money to be able to
why do we have no views? What's up with the...
fight this. Oh, well, that's 3:00 and that's 6:00. And if you had the full screen, you'd probably see a chart that goes up to we've got...
Why are they showing 12 a.m.? Why are they showing me fucking yesterday? We went live at 7 p.m.
Well, it's showing you from 7 p.m. yesterday to 7 p.m. today.
Stupid as all. Artificial intelligence. I'll show you organic stupidity, fucker. What do you think now?
JS Genesis, what do you need to know about him? I have pics of the construction and all the prefab brought the dirt to the operation. Wow. I think they're going to be building one here in New York. I really do. Like a big one. Big one. It hasn't been announced yet, but first they have to build the power plant, then they can build a data center. They have to generate the megawatts the 100 megawatts it needs to operate. Then they can build the data center, right? Then they can suck your aquifer dry. So
I would figure a great place to do that is it Griffiths Air Force Base in Rome?
Oh, yeah. So, again, they're going to build these places in low-income areas where people do not have enough money to have the legal battle to have them do something about their water.
They're going to steal your boat club right out from under you.
They're going to do these in areas where there's few enough people that there's not enough voices spoken up to make a difference, to enact change, right? To make sure that these things are air-cooled or closed-loop systems that only use certain amounts of water that they may have to bring in from elsewhere, right? If you're going to build a data center, you got to build a power plant, you got to build a pipeline to get your water to it.
These guys are just robber barons from the 1800s. Rape it first and make money second, and don't worry about it third. That's
Phil R says, no, don't build AI BS. What is wrong with you guys? I agree. I think it's going to suck resources. I think...
Do you assume my vote in New York matters?
True story. Prepper Book Club says Sarah Connor was right, and you're not wrong, my friend. You're not wrong.
This is the new enemy we're up against, and it's not AI itself. AI was created by people whose vision for the future and, well, social standing is much different from the people they intend to dictate their philosophy and agenda to.
So let me see. I want to...
And they will enact...
Open in
They will
Chrome.
constrict your compliance
Copy.
right from you. When they're like, oh, look, we just dropped new emojis, bro. Or, oh, you guys see what the
Paste.
new Samsung camera does? It automatically makes my shitty pictures good. They clandestinely backdoor their way into making you reliant on it. It's already happened. This live stream somewhat relied on it.
Yeah, it's true.
So they make you complicit, right?
Yep.
And that's how they get you. And then it becomes ubiquitous. Then it becomes essential. Then you can't live without it. Then they turn it off and you are an absolute Neanderthal who cannot live and is required by the laws of survival to depend on those who can provide for you.
Rum,
because
have a great night.
the ability to provide for yourself has been erased from you. And you didn't even realize it happened. As soon as you can't ask that fucking phone the question and get the answer, you don't know nothing. Unacceptable, unprofessional, and unhuman of you, me, and everyone else that takes part in this thing. I'd rather you used it for generating an image of a woman with 3 breasts than use it to cheat, lie, and steal your way through life. There will come a day, and I used to say it's 20 years, but I feel like it's more like 3. Your doctor will be no more well-informed than you are. He's asking ChatGPT the same questions you already did. He's gonna diagnose your affliction based on the same fucking queries you already asked. And if anything, then
They will own the means of the tools that you need to fix yourself.
You know what you can do
so
too?
you'll have to go to them for it.
Test your AI. I told it was wrong. I was doing some queries the other day trying to research some history, and I knew that what it said to me was wrong. And I was
Okay.
like, that's wrong. And I corrected it. And all of a sudden it came back with I'm sorry. It was all apologetic and shit. But then told me what I actually already knew.
Huh. There you go. I think that's a
You
great...
can load your questions and fuck with it, if you will. Ask it something you know and see what it says. You might be surprised. And they have the disclaimer right at the bottom.
That AI
Might be
can
wrong.
often be wrong, so you better check. Yeah, it's true. So I'm going to try and wrap this whole thing up. I've been on this AI kick for a while now, Livingston, man. It started with me telling folks on a We All Gonna Die Wednesday how the AI was coming for your jobs, right? It's coming for your jobs.
It's coming for your food. It's coming for your water. It's coming for your everything.
Listen,
It's your
even-
land and your everything.
So folks who work with their hands, tradesmen, right? People who mow the lawns, people who dig the ditches, right? People who repair the roads, people who do all that shit. It's coming for all of us in one form or another, all right? Even if you're a tradesman and you're a busy tradesman and you work for all these tech people who are going to get laid off by the AI, well, now your entire customer base is no longer employed. So they certainly aren't going to hire you to do a fucking thing, right? Now you've got to go someplace else where you can find work. It's going to take our jobs. It's going to take our most important natural resource from us, water. Without it, we don't have very long at all, right? 2 days, 2 days, we're hurting without water.
It itself said we're not going to make it without it.
What are you doing?
Yardbird said we look like we have a spray tan, so I was wondering if I could like change. Is that better?
Enjoy the spray tan this evening.
We can do.
Yeah, just turn it black and white.
What if we just go blue?
Yeah, there you go. Blue team, go.
Or
Blue
we can
team,
just
go.
take off all this way here.
Yeah.
Now we're equal.
Now, equal. It's black and white.
Okay.
The AI is going to take it from you. No ifs, ands, or maybes. Wow, I got something. I got an eyelash in my eye when I did that. That was bad.
Your
Orange
AI?
man bad.
Let's take that out. No more orange men
no,
here.
It's black and white now.
I assure you, my tan is definitely not sprayed on, unless you mean all the plant matter that regularly sprays upon me all day long. I make hay while the sun shines. That's what I do.
Donald, they're going to build more data centers, unfortunately, and they are going to build them all over the country, right? Google is going to build 23 data centers in areas that are affected by water scarcity. Amazon is going to have 24 data centers in areas that have water scarcity. And Microsoft is going to have 15 in areas that already have water scarcity. They've already said that they are going to put profits ahead of people, and they don't really care what happens to us as long as they make their trillions.
Surely. And that's a tale as old as time there. That's as soon as capitalism occurred, that was the idea. There are certain benevolent ones who don't do that, but for the most part, profits over people, dude. Hey, these people intend to take it with them. They intend to, apparently, either they intend to live rich in hell, or they intend to stack all that gold on a spaceship and go to Mars. But they do not particularly seem to be putting down any evidence that they're going to leave anything behind for us.
Donald Huth, I want to ask you a question. Donald says, I wonder if my Apple iPhone 15 is watching me, guys.
Your Apple phone 5 was watching.
So the question is, have you ever seen like a security camera footage of yourself with your iPhone in your hand? Now, do you have the face unlock turned on, right? If you have the face unlock turned on your iPhone or your Android, where you just look at it and it scans your face and unlocks your phone by your unique facial recognition print, those things are constantly strobing infrared light. Constantly. With the security cameras I have at home, I noticed it when my kids would get out of the car at night and walk towards the house, and they had their phone in their hand. That thing is going off like a strobe light, Livingston, man. Like a strobe light. What does that do to a person when you flash infrared light in their eyes 24/7, 365?
Simply because it's scanning. Even
Correct.
if it is benign, it's still emitting
Correct.
all kinds of infrared radiation is basically the opposite of ultraviolet radiation, but same thing, man.
It's happening. It's happening.
They've been
all
doing
the
it-
time.
Not to mention the quiet news that's not so loud that your home router and Wi-Fi can be used to image where you are in your house. It's cool stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't you just love this high tech?
You're talking about the
technology?
Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they map
they can
your
just-
house with it.
They know where
Because they
you-
know different densities, how it acts in different densities, and when it hits something fleshy, it's like, oh, that's a person, and it can literally 3D map the inside of your house. I remember the first time I heard that talked about was the Kinect cameras for the Xbox 360 back in the day. They were saying that they are scanning your house. Right, they're getting to lay out everything. They know where they're not even gonna trip over the cat.
See, but I have a Roomba, and they're mapping your house. I'm like, come on in, dude. This thing bumps
ahead.
off of the dumbest shit. Like, go ahead. I hope you rely on that when you come in my house.
Yardbird says, when I'm out committing crimes, I always have my Livingston mask on. That's a great way to do it.
Time out. Hey, I am Livingston. Yo, listen, they arrest you and they ask you your name, just say that. I am Livingston. They can't arrest us all.
Yeah, that's right. We're all, it used to be Negan. Now it's, we're all Livingston.
Spartacus.
We're all Livingston.
No, I am Livingston. That'd be the greatest disservice you guys ever did for me.
Miko says the Apple iPhone 15 is watching you, recording you, and it's making an image of you. 100%. Rescue says 2,000 mules. I haven't seen it, but I heard it's incredible.
So Facebook's got that, like, you can make an avatar thing. And I had a guy, and I made him, it's cartoonish, but I play Grand Theft Auto 5. So I tried to make my dude look something, the best I could to look like the guy that I use in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Right.
And they're like, they came out with this update. And all of a sudden, the dude, it was like transgender. Like, and I was like, all right, cool. But it was like,
Yeah, you know why it does that? Because when you created the avatar, the AI went through your entire Facebook like that, and it saw all your posts, and it was like, oh, this guy's definitely a fucking Fruit Loop.
I was like, what? I kept it. I was like, actually, you know what? It's not bad. But I was like, damn, Livingston, kind of cute, bro. As a chick.
Amy King says, get some red lenses and block that blue light. Have you ever heard of the blue lenses, Livingston, man, that they say that you can see into like the spirit realm with? It's a certain kind of glass. I can't remember what it was called. It's like diakinetic glass or something like that. Wild.
I know I got these pair of blue glasses. They're like straight up blue. They're ball finders for when you go golfing. I know what you bunch of sick fucks are thinking. But what I actually know is that brown lenses block blue light.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I suppose you got to get your colors right, you know. Otherwise, you mess yourself up. You're taking in too much green light. You know what I'm saying?
Also, polarization is a different thing. Polarizing only blocks reflected light. It doesn't block direct light, but however polarizing works, to paraphrase to layman's, it blocks the light that is reflected. Why it reduces glare? Because that's what that is.
Okay, it only blocks reflected light. Gotcha. Sandy says, how come you guys are in black and white? Because this issue is black and white. AI is going to suck all the water, all the potable drinking water off the planet. Hands down. If it's allowed to continue, we're in big freaking trouble. Big trouble. That's something that'll get you on a Wednesday. It worked.
Without water, you will die.
100%. Yeah, and it might not be a Wednesday.
And the ultimate the ultimate, like, boy, your life amounted to nothing. Glad you showed up, you piece of bacteria. Is they fed what would keep you and everyone else alive to machines that wasted it and polluted it.
It's true. Again,
so I could see an image of a woman with 3 breasts.
To wrap it all up, AI is already consuming as much water as humans are every day. It's only going to get worse. There are so many more data centers being built right now. That's going to push us over the top. Very soon, it will be consuming more water than all humans on Earth combined. How long can this go on for? The future, my friends, is what we would like to call in the business unsustainable.
It seems to be the rule these days. If it's not unprecedented and unsustainable, we're not fucking doing it.
They push for sustainable this, sustainable that, while sucking all of the water out of the ground. Eric
Malone's
wants to know.
first name is L. Ivingston.
L. Ivingston?
He's too drunk. He's too drunk to remember what the L stands for, okay?
Donald Huth says, Enemy of the State movie with Will Smith, Mike and the Livingston Man. Donald, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie. I believe it's called Eagle Eye. It was Shia LaBeouf. And the cameras and the AI were running him through the world.
You guys remember when they stole that motherfucker's flag? They wouldn't stop. He had that "He will not divide us" flag, and they were doing everything under the sun to steal it and burn it and do everything else, bro. They drove that man insane. Fuck Shia LaBeouf, whatever. I can't take him seriously. I appreciate your movie reference, but
Gnostic Nomad says AI just gutted my wife's entire company. And that's what it's going to, man. Profits over people. It's unfortunate. We need to brace for impact. I thought it was going to take years for AI to advance enough that the videos would actually fool me and I would question whether they were real or not. Right.
The first generation required your input, and then everybody promptly turned into armchair critics, told it exactly what it did wrong, and then now you can't tell. You contributed to it.
It's crazy. Scott Hummer says AI stole my job in 2023. Wow, I'm sorry, Scott. It's going to be a whole new world real soon. A whole new world. And I don't know.
You guys see my eyes going crazy?
What we're going to do.
Because I use AI to make it look like I'm looking at the camera even when I'm not. But watch what happens when I do this.
Oh my God. Does it give me fake eyeballs?
No, it only locks onto one of us, it seems like.
Oh, that's cool.
Well,
at least it's not doing it to me.
We'll get you.
I hope not.
If you can look at the screen and it looks like you're looking at the camera, it's working.
No, it's not doing it to me. It doesn't like my eyeballs.
See, who could do that?
That's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, when they attempt to, your local politicians who aren't local at all, and they move there to your quiet little town and make money off of you and the land that they bought on the cheap, and they propose that they bring these things to your little town, you need to oppose it.
Shut it down.
Just like AI itself, the impacts of these data centers and these installations needs to be better regulated, better understood. Before we just go build them everywhere so like 8 people can make $1 trillion. Have you had about enough of that shit in your life?
Personally, yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's enough for this big money. Does it trickle down? No, it does not. Do they want to just move across your little neck of the woods like a flock of locusts, rape it, pillage it, and leave a desert behind them as long as there's profit in front of them?
Yeah,
they'll keep moving.
They don't care. They don't care at all. I'll tell you what. Sorry, I'm doing something quick. I gotta help out a homie. Boom. There we go. Plow. It's done.
What'd you do? Oh, okay.
Gotta shout out the homie. Rural
Tuck
2
by V1. That's the words to that song? All right. I thought he was saying, I'm stepping into the twilight zone. This isn't my house. Feels like being owned. All right. If that's the real words, I feel it now. I always thought he said, this isn't my house. This is a madhouse. All right. Makes sense. All right. You learn something every day.
Eric. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. And you're not wrong.
Executive producer said it is time to shut it down. It
is, unfortunately, that time. Folks, if you're here catching this live, you get your one ad in the beginning, and that's it. But word on the street is, after you do your ad-free live stream, you have to go back into your videos and reselect the ads to give them to the folks who came in late. If you're here on the replay crew, sorry about the ads. It's what we got to do to pay the bills. This AI make you look at the camera stuff. Oh, man, I don't know about you guys, but that is just creeping me the fuck out. I want to thank y'all for joining us tonight. Really appreciate you being here. Jay Moore, thank you. Stay safe, man. Stay safe. Prepare for the future because it is most definitely uncertain.
Start canning water, man.
It's nothing to freak out about right now, but we're looking over the horizon and we see danger ahead. So it's time to prepare for that danger and hope it never comes, but we We always prepare like it well. Thank you for joining us tonight, folks. I appreciate you spending your most valuable resource with us, your time. Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Out of here.
Good evening, and welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Livingston Man, roll that beautiful beam footage.
We all go down.